There was a Supreme Court case a few years ago, Clark versus Remicki. And in Clark-Remicki, they discussed specifically retirement accounts. And they talked about the beneficiaries not having the same protections as the grantor or the owner of the account. That means if you got an IRA and it has money left in the IRA, and you hope that goes to your wife as the beneficiary or your kids as the beneficiaries, it may not be protected if they have medical bills, right? Okay, do old folks sometimes have medical bills? Okay, right. Now, what happens with that is that bank accounts are not as protected as retirement accounts, so the ramifications are even worse for money in the checking, the savings, the CDs, stock accounts, regular trading accounts. So people want to know, how can I protect those money? Well, there are things that you can do in Oklahoma, but here's the key. I know the lady at the bank sometimes tells folks, well, if you just put a beneficiary on the account, then that's all you need to do. I would advise against that nowadays. If it's a significant account, so let's say you have more than $10,000, probably more than $50,000 to $100,000 for sure, I wouldn't just leave a beneficiary on there. I would name it the trust. But there's a way to do it. So you don't have to retitle the bank accounts like people used to get the name of the checkbook as the trust, or change the account number where you have your debit card tied to that account, so it's going to mess up the card where you get deposits and everything. No, you don't have to do that anymore. There's a simpler way to do it where you can get the accounts protected in trust. This is better. And I know that the banks sometimes have staff that think that they're helping, and they say, oh, just leave the beneficiary, it'll be okay. But that's not necessarily legally protected. So if the Supreme Court of the United States wants to change, well, then you need to know. So I can help update an older trust that may not have those provisions in it. 95% of trust, I would say, that I've seen, especially trust done 5, 10 years ago, they're not going to have those extra provisions in it. So I can show you how to protect your house from the nursing home. I can show you how to protect the bank accounts from your kids' bankruptcies, medical debt, divorces, those kinds of things. But you have to call, set up a free consultation, free phone call the receptionist, get on my calendar. You're not going to get a bill in the mail, just have a phone call. It is free, so don't worry, just relax. We'll have a conversation, we'll find out what you might need to do, and then you'll feel better. So go ahead and call that number right now.